Here's the truth. If you're doing well for yourself, why do you care what other people say? Okay? When did it bother me when people were constantly talking shit about me? Because I wasn't doing well. Because my content was being stolen. I wasn't getting enough profits or views on the content I was putting out. I was struggling financially. And it drove me nuts. It made me get stressed out. It made me constantly rage about my situation and whine and bitch and complain about it. I've been doing good now for 2 years. I don't give two shits about any of these people. I don't care what they put on any website. I don't care what they say in any video or any fucking Christmas special. Who cares? I'm doing good. That's all I care about. So, to hell with what the internet says, right? I understand you're not going to please all the people, and there's always going to be people who rag on you in life. That's part of being a public figure, all right? So if you have that problem and you don't want to be ragged on, then don't be a public figure. Go to the private sector. Go get a regular job. Go get a 9-to-5. You know, do normal work. Don't be in front of thousands of people every day for scrutiny and skepticism. And then you won't have that level of harassment, right? I know that, and I've accepted it. So every day when I come on here and you guys make fun of me, I'm like, well, whatever, who cares? I'm doing good for myself. Why do I give a shit about any of that? You know what I mean? I shouldn't. In the court of public opinion, that doesn't really matter. The Quartering had this public feud with the casino. And so it's obvious if someone was going to do it, it likely was going to be him. He was the one bragging to Josh Moon saying, I have all these connections and all this power and I could do this if I so choose. I could shut them down, right? So what's happened is, because this happened, did you think that the casino was not going to talk about it? Of course not. This is called the Barbara Streisand effect. What you don't want to be talked about will only be amplified and made massively public by tenfold if you pull something like this. So the casino decided to say, hey, to hell with this, we're going to war. And they blew this up on their show. And immediately everyone started to cover the issue and clip it. People started to go to all the Quartering's content and flag him and say, hey, how dare you do this, right? Now, you guys know my opinion on this, right? Again, I've said the same thing that the Quartering said, that listen, if they want to go after me, they want to go after my content, they want to go after my looks, they want to go after anything that I put in front of this camera every day, they have a right to. Because I'm the one who chooses to become a public figure and do this for a living, and I make a good living doing it, right? But that means that I'm in front of the public eye. Scrutiny and spectacle is part of that. And I have to understand that and roll with it. And you have to have really thick skin to be a public streamer that's going to be successful, because you're going to have people coming after you, all right? And there's not much that you can really do about it. You just got to accept that. Ignored it, and it literally never affected me. The only time it ever did is when a bunch of idiotic morons would come into the chat and spam with whatever they were doing that particular day. And I would say, I don't care. And then ban the idiot and then move on with my day and we'd be good. Okay? Now, to be honest with you, I think that's what any intelligent adult should do. Okay? That's my take. The best way to put up with an internet bully is to just fucking ignore them. Okay? There's a difference between what Kino Casino does and what other people do. And here's what I mean by that. Kino Casino talks shit. Kino Casino tries to expose personal shit, right? They really are an internet drama show. They're trying to be like TMZ on the internet. They're kind of like what Keemstar used to do with Drama Alert, maybe times 10 in some cases. They're like the new group doing it that's hot and popular for doing it, correct? I think it's a good assessment, okay? People find what they do entertaining or whatever. But if you just ignore it, not much is going to happen, all right? In the case of my case, right? I ignored it. Did Kino Casino come after me and my livelihood? Did they try to get my channel shut down? Did they try to take money out of the mouths of my wife and my cat and me? Did they try to steal everything? You know what I'm saying? Did they try to get me shut down? No. They didn't do anything like that. What the truth is, I think they understand the game. Okay? And what do I mean by that? They understand that if they keep it going, if they just keep it going, they can keep making content, right? If you shut down the person you're making fun of, how could you have content to make for your own purposes, your own profits? You need that person to keep making content so they can keep making content on them and profit from it, okay? Some detractors don't get that. Actual detractors will try to do fucked up stuff. They'll try to steal money. They'll try to shut you down. They'll try to hit you with false copyright strikes. They'll try to do messed up stuff to ruin your reputation that actually does hurt your business. All right? I don't think that Kino Casino has ever done that. They just wanted to make a buck on my name, and so they do so. Okay, do I agree with that? No. Do I think that's immoral? Yes. Would I do it myself? Of course not. But I can't really stop them. And I'm not going to go to extreme measures to try to shut them down from doing it. I'm just going to say, ignore it and move on with my day. I'm good. I'm happy. I'm successful. Why do I give a shit about what they're saying about me when I'm still successful, right?